everybody, welcome to Ludo Fine Art, and today I'm coming at you with a true story. So, little background, this takes place in the 70s and in a town called Johnstown. It's a town that focused mostly on steel production. It doesn't really do that now, just because all those factories have closed. But anyway, so back in the 70s, my mom lived in this really, really old house. You know, it was falling apart, holes in the roof, cracks in the wall. It was just a mess. So they decided to get it repaired, and they actually moved across the street to the house there as they waited. So a few weeks had gone by, and her and my aunt decided that they would check it out. You know, just curious what's going on, that kind of stuff. So they get there, all the doors are locked, which is understandable. They don't want anybody in that house. And it didn't stop them, that's for sure. They knew the basement door lock was faulty, so they knew they could get in that way, so that's what they did. They went in through the basement. But what they had stumbled upon was something they didn't believe could happen in their own house. So, when they get there, they find occult ritual things like all over the ground, red paint and symbols on the wall, on the ground. Like, I don't know, that's, to be honest, that's a little creepy. My mom thinks it's hilarious because she doesn't believe in that stuff, while my aunt, on the other hand, she's freaking the hell out because she knows what follows with that kind of stuff. So while my aunt's like saying, hey, we gotta get going, like, we can't be here. The devil's gonna come for us. Meanwhile, my mom finds chicken bones and is playing with him like, do, ha ha ha. And she thinks it's hilarious. And that, of course, freaked my aunt out. And she's like, yo, like, we're gonna die now because you just messed with that stuff. So, somehow she convinces my mom to leave, and they do. And something happens that's really freaky the next day. The next day, the house burns down. House burns down, and my aunt, of course, is looking at my mom like, look what you just did. Like, you just burned the house down because you played with that stuff. Good job. And while the house was on fire, my grandpa went to pull the fire alarm. Back in those days, they had a pull lever, I guess, that was for the whole neighborhood. And I think they had them on telephone poles. I'm not sure. I wasn't born then, so I don't know. But the way she described it was that they had like this pull lever for the whole neighborhood. So if somebody's house would catch on fire, someone would just pull it, whether, you know, you're in the house or not. I mean, if you're in the house, you can't pull it, but anyone can pull that, whether there's a fire or not, which I guess that's not good, but, like, it's also good to where, like, if you can't reach it, someone else can. But anyway, he tried pulling the fire alarm, and it didn't work. So, the fire, wow, I lost all my thoughts right now. Wow. Whatever. The fire police, we'll just go with that. The fire police came, but it was too late. The house was burnt down. And not only did that house burn down, but it didn't completely destroy, but it damaged the houses next to it because they were so close together. So not only did that house burn down, but half of, each house on each side of it burnt pretty badly. So, yeah, whether that happened because my mom plus played with the materials from the ritual, that I'm not gonna say that's what happened, but it probably happened because of that. Why else would it, catch on fire? No one was living in there. You know what I mean? Unless You know, the only thing I can think of is that those people came back and did their little ritual thing, and then because it was so dusty down there, it just went poof and caught up in flames. I don't know. But if that was true, then everyone would have seen them leave. You know what I mean? People that are doing their rituals and stuff, their occult rituals, they're not going to be able to easily just walk away without anyone noticing, right? I would think that with everybody that was around at that time in that neighborhood, they were always outside, so I'm pretty sure somebody would have saw something a little shady, right? But no one did. So I'm thinking it's because she messed with the occult ritual materials and stuff. So this leads me to an important point. You guys, if you stumble upon an occult ritual, even like with the stuff scattered around the floor or ground, even if no one's there, do not touch it, because you do not know what they were trying to do with it. They could have been trying to conjure Satan. Who knows? You do not want to be bringing that back with you. Trust me, okay? And if you don't believe in this stuff, why would you even risk it? You know what I mean? Like, you may say it's fake, but I mean, I don't think it's fake. But, like, would you really want to risk it? Just because you don't believe it? I mean, you will believe it when you mess with it and something bad happens. But you know what I'm saying. Don't be playing with occult ritual stuff. Don't be summoning the devil. Don't be doing any of that stuff. Please, please, for your safety and anyone who's living with you and their safety, do not play with that stuff. So, that is a wrap for today. And I hope you guys have a super special, awesome day. See you guys in the meantime. Peace out.